Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a minute here. Um, as you can tell by the title, obviously I've been going through a bit of a relapse. During September and October, I actually had 45 days sober, and what my plan was then was to get to 60 and then post about it and kind of tell you the pros and cons, but obviously that didn't happen. Um, the relapse kind of started 45 days in, and it's been going on for like 2 months now. Uh, I finished my old job on December 12th because I got a new opportunity, and today's January 4th, so it has been almost 4 weeks that I haven't worked a job. So, I spent a couple weeks back in my hometown for the Christmas holidays and New Year's and stuff, but basically 4 weeks off, as good as it is for me, it's not the best thing because I'm not busy. I don't have anything to do. So, of course, for people like us, we turn to drinking. Um, I basically played a lot of games. I drank a lot of beer. I didn't do a whole lot, honestly. Like, I kind of have been a hermit. Um, and I get to start my job tomorrow, my new job. It was a pretty good opportunity that I don't want to fumble. I want to make sure that, you know, I can do my best here, and it's going to be kind of a new role for me. Um, it's going to be quite a steep learning curve, and I just want to make sure that I can give it my all. So, we are in the midst of trying to quit alcohol here again. Uh, as sick and tired as I get of this, for some reason, I still keep doing it to myself. It freaking sucks, but I figured I owed you guys an update. Yeah, clearly I'm a little overgrown, been quite lazy. Unfortunately, the weather out here is quite cold and snowy, so it's been hard to even get out and go for a walk. I mean, those are all excuses. All I have to do is go out and go for a walk. It's not that difficult, but always one excuse after another. So unfortunately, over the Christmas holidays, I've been drinking a decent amount, upwards of 10 tall boys a day. So I'm quite afraid to just go cold turkey on this. I usually can make it around. Typically, how my day goes is I don't drink until after 5 p.m. or so. I generally spend the day doing stuff. I usually feel kind of shitty from the night before. Uh, and that's just a rule that I haven't allowed myself to break, was, drinking in the morning or early in the day. Like maybe years ago, like for St. Patty's Day or something, I would, but on a typical day, I don't drink past 5, or I don't drink before 5. But the problem is I start feeling really anxious and uncomfortable around 5 p.m. So getting over that hurdle is quite difficult, and I'm not sure if tomorrow will be my day one. I want it to be, but I'm also very afraid. I haven't had any major withdrawals other than pretty bad anxiety and depression, and a headache and nausea and stuff like that. I don't get the shakes or any things like that, but I still want to make sure I'm safe here. So likely what I'm going to try and do is taper the amount for tomorrow and Tuesday and try and have a free day on Wednesday. But it's unfortunate. I got home on Monday. Today is Sunday. I got back to my house from my hometown about six days ago. And my goal was, to be at least 5 days sober before I start the new job. But we all know how that goes. There's always a new excuse happening. Tuesday, oh, just for tonight. It hits Wednesday, oh, just for tonight. Here we are at Sunday. I have a 6-pack. It's less than I've had in the last 2 weeks probably, but I don't know. Got to start somewhere. I am definitely sick and tired of what's going on. I wanted to update you all on what's going on, and I'm sorry for not posting for several months. I got a little too obsessed with it in the summer, and then I kept relapsing, and then I didn't want to just keep posting relapse videos. It didn't feel right, I guess. So that's why I was trying to get to the 60-day mark in November, or October, I should say. But only made it to 45, so I never got a video out there. And, you know, it's kind of been long enough now that I already forget the benefits, even though I remember them being fantastic. The first week or something was pretty rough, but then, you know, I started getting better. I was working out a lot. I was down 13 pounds or something in those 45 days. I was better with my diet, walking every day, went to the gym at least 4 days a week. And, you know, I wasn't scared to leave my house. And I'm kind of at the point where I just walked to the store to get some body wash, and, you know, I was in the aisles of the store, and I just kind of felt overwhelmed, and all I wanted to is get the hell out of there and get home as soon as possible. And honestly, I'm just tired of feeling that way. I don't want to be afraid to just go get some body wash like that. That's just ridiculous to even think about. So yeah, I will hopefully post a video here in the coming week. I am starting this new job, so I want to use this opportunity to make more changes in my life than just my job, and I think this is probably the most important change I can make, so I really want to focus on it, and I will do my best, absolutely. So if you made it this far, thanks so much for sticking around. I appreciate the subscribers that have stuck around while I've kind of been ghosting the channel, but hopefully you will see more of me soon. Cheers.